The following is not suitable for children under the age of 18. It contains coarse language, sexual references, as well as my own personal views and opinions. All characters of the show are fictional and are made for fun, not harm. You are listening to the Sky Genie Show, the worst show ever. Hit the music! Hello my masters and welcome to the Sky Genie Show, the absolute worst show ever. We're on episode 44 of the Sky Genie Show. Some house cleaning notes. This weekend, for the next couple of weeks, I'll be doing pre-tapes for the Sky Genie Show, as I am currently moving at the end of the month. So if the show seems out of whack, that's why. Also, I'd like to promote that the Sky Genie Show is looking for a new co-host. For those wanting to know more about being co-host, go to the skygenieshow.weebly.com website, where you'll find what I'm looking for in a co-host. I'm trying to expand this show into a variety show, to expand it and make it bigger and better. So what I could do a little bit of a competition on this show if people are interested. What we will do is have people send in audio reviewing at least one topic that is on the Sky Genie Show page updates on the website. Pick any of them on there, record a review or a bit of news and send it in. What I'll do is I'll have it on the show, and between Facebook and Twitter, we will do a poll vote to see who is better. We'll call it the Rub My Lamp contest. We'll see what we can get with that. So don't go away. After the break, the wrestling news and the reviews of Raw and Smackdown. If you're looking for links to shows and social media accounts, go to our website at skygenieshow.weebly.com. There you will find links to the show and links to social media pages. Also exclusive to the site, some news and reviews that did not make it to the show. So please check out skygenieshow.weebly.com today. For fans of the show, please also check out the Don, Tony, Kevin Castle Show. Don, Tony and Kevin Castle Show is a hard-hitting, with brutal honesty type show, as they give their views on the world of professional wrestling and WWE. They're also on Stitcher and iTunes. If you want to catch them live, listen to them on Mixlr. Are you looking for a good laugh? Then check out Getting the Corner. Getting the Corner. Da Corner. Da Corner, with hosts Yuck Nasty and Dogger Baby, every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on Mixlr. Check them out on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. on Mixlr. If you're looking for a very professional show to listen to the Solomonster Sounds off. His show, smokes this one entirely, is a very informative show. Join Jason Solomon as he gives his thoughts on the current events of professional wrestling. Catch his show on Podbean, Stitcher or iTunes. Also check out Jason Solomon's YouTube page, where he does extras for pay-per-view shows or interviews with wrestlers in the business. Jason has interviewed the likes of Diamond Dallas Page, Bob Hardcore Holly, the legendary Jim Ross, and even Booker T. Definitely a show worth checking out. Want to join a fan discussion group? Talk about the show or anything else you'd like to talk about to other fans of the show? Check out on Facebook the Sky Genie Show page. There I give show updates, create polls and topics exclusive to Facebook. So check out the Sky Genie Show page on Facebook today. And we are back, and now it's time for the wrestling news. Billy Corgan, member of the Smashing Pumpkins, has apparently purchased the NWA. Apparently a deal has been being made for weeks for Billy Corgan to buy it, and the president, Bruce Thorpe, has even commented to say that this is a go-ahead. Now, I found this very interesting, especially from the last show. If you remember, there was news that Bruce Thorpe was looking for TV deals, and I wonder if this was part of it to even get more money out of it. But for people who joke about this, jokes aside, the National Wrestling Alliance was a pretty big deal back in the 80s. It was easily the company where, well, it wasn't really just a company, it was a body head of territories. And the NWA champion was classified as the World Championship. And it dates back to guys like George Hackenschmidt and Ed Strangler Lewis and all them guys from back in the start of the 19th century, or 20th century, sorry. And with everything going on with Ring of Honor, Impact Wrestling, and all the independent scene, at the moment, we've only got WWE, and let's face it, WWE has been pretty shit lately. I'm not saying just lately, but for a long time. And the problem is that there's no competition out there on their level that would actually fight them. And to me, Billy Corgan might be one of the few people that could actually do it because he's got the money to do it. Suggestions of what they should do? Well, they should, first off, put the World Championship on somebody who is known, who could be a main event player, because otherwise, putting on a guy like Tim Storm, who is the current champion, I don't even know who the fuck that is. And I watch a lot of wrestling. And I bet a lot of you out there don't even know who he is either. The more competition, the better. An update regarding Sean Waltman's status. He is apparently arrested for drug possession. The airport that he was travelling from apparently raised alarms when they thought that X-Pac had meth on him. But the pills turned out to be nothing more than headache pills. He was let out. Later, and Trish Stratus will be inducted into the Ulterior Sports Hall of Fame, to be held later this year in October. And that is all for the wrestling news. After the break, the wrestling reviews. If you'd like to send me a tweet, then on Twitter it's SDD916. Again, on Twitter it's SDD916. For fans of the Sky Genie Show, please also make sure to check out Wrestling Soup. They drop at 9:30 on Thursday. Join hosts Anthony Missionary Thomas and Joey Numbers as they lightheartedly talk about the world that's happening in professional wrestling, as well as other current events. While over there, please make sure to check out the Saturday Morning Shitbox. Have your voice and question heard as Mish and Joey answer questions on their thoughts of professional wrestling or anything else going around in the world. That show drops on Saturday morning-ish. The weeks it doesn't air is because they're doing pay-per-view Sunday. Yes, whenever there's a WWE pay-per-view, Mish and Joey usually review it, sometimes with John Draper. They also have shows on Stitcher and iTunes. If you want to catch the boys live, check them out on Mixlr. interesting discussion and debates on professional wrestling, check out Johnny Florida, Michael Corgan, and Old Man Jenkins on Wrestling's National Committee. They talk a wide range of topics on the world that is pro wrestling. Check them out on Wednesday at 9 p.m. on Mixlr. The Sky Genie Show is now on Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/Sky Genie Show. There you'll find exclusive content not shown on YouTube, hosted by the Sky Genie and Tough Love. Your donations through Patreon to the show goes to improve the overall quality of the show. Check us out at patreon.com/Sky Genie Show today. And now for the Raw review. Raw opened up with the women all in the ring. Alexa Bliss is in the ring, going on and on and on about how she won the championship. She goes around to all the women in the ring until she gets to Bayley. Bayley ends up beating her up, and after that, the rest of the show was pretty shit. Seriously, Raw sucked balls. And that is the Raw review. And now for the Smackdown review. Smackdown opens up with Shane McMahon taking the WWE Championship from Jinder Mahal and gives it back to Randy Orton, who wasn't even on the show, which is weird, but oh well. Shane McMahon out to cut a promo. He introduces the United States Champion, Chris Jericho. Shane announces that Chris Jericho will face Kevin Owens tonight on SmackDown. AJ Styles comes out, interrupts, cuts a promo, then Kevin Owens comes out, cuts a promo, AJ and Owens fight, and that ends the segment. We then have Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal. In a average match, Jinder Mahal wins. And this has to be said, if you can't have a really good match with Sami Zayn, then you probably shouldn't be WWE Championship contender. There was a backstage segment with the heel women trying to recruit Becky Lynch. We then get a backstage segment with Dolph Ziggler and Shane McMahon. We then get Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English in a squash match. Ty Dillinger gets the win. We have a backstage interview with Chris Jericho. Aiden English walks past crying. Chris Jericho puts him on the list. There was a backstage interview with Charlotte, and the heels attack Charlotte. We then have Natalya and Carmella versus Naomi because Charlotte was meant to be the tag team partner but was taken out. After a crap and boring match, Natalya and Carmella win. The heels beat up the baby faces. As Charlotte comes out that makes the save but gets beaten down, Becky Lynch comes out and looks like is about to join him, but it's a swerve, and Becky Lynch takes out the women, but the heels come back and take him out again. The show then picked up with Dolph Ziggler versus Sin Cara. After a really good match, Dolph Ziggler got the win. We then got a Fashion Files segment with Breezango. I thought was pretty funny. And then we came to the main event for the United States Championship. It was Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. After a great main event, your winner and new champion was Kevin Owens. After the match, Owens beats down Jericho. Overall, besides the last 30 to 45 minutes from the Ziggler match, the show was pretty bad. And from last week, it was probably one of the worst last week, and this wasn't that far from it. And hopefully SmackDown gets better. But that is the SmackDown review. I'd like to thank you all for listening to this episode of the Sky Genie Show. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The show's website is skygenieshow.weebly.com. Facebook, it's the Sky Genie Show page. On Twitter, it's SDD916. And on Patreon, it's www.patreon.com/Sky Genie Show. Thank you all for listening, and I'll catch you later.